Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us. After leading cops on a wild goose chase, a manhunt, zigzagging back and forth across the country, a miracle. 2,000 miles away, cops zero in on an isolated commune-type retreat 50 miles north of San Diego. There, hidden amongst a peace-loving group raising avocados, grapefruit, persimmons, nuts, cops rescue 4-year-old baby Haylee alive.
4-year-old Haylee Donathan, missing for more than 3 weeks, has been found safe.
I never lost hope at all. I knew that these U.S. Marshals were doing their jobs, and I know they would have been found.
Little Haylee Donathan, safe in the arms of a San Diego deputy. Holding her teddy bear in one hand, she waved with the other.
I want to make sure that I take her to the doctor. So the very first thing, besides hugging her and loving her and kissing her.
The resolution is finding a child alive and healthy. It doesn't get any better than this.
It's been a nationwide manhunt that started in Ohio after Watson's boyfriend, Robbie Potter, who's a registered sex offender, escaped a halfway house.
They were still surprisingly in the same truck, and that was spotted out in that area. I cannot compliment the media enough here for getting the message out for us, and I know the Nancy Grace show was out there for us. We appreciate that because that provided a lot of tips to us and for us. Haylee is going to be brought back to this area. She's going to be brought back, I believe, to the custody of her grandmother here.
She's articulate. She seems very healthy. Maybe has a little case of chicken pox going on.
But she is safe.
Straight out to Alexis Wiley with WSYX. Alexis, tell me about this commune-type, remote, isolated area where the baby was found.
Well, you know, Nancy, it appears that this was kind of a ranch or a farm. The owner of the ranch says that Potter and Watson were there working, doing farming. Candace Watson was doing cooking in exchange for room and board. They'd been there for about a week. They told the owner that they were husband and wife, and Haylee was their daughter. It's a Christian retreat center about 50 miles away from San Diego.
I'm going to go straight to Peter Elliott, the U.S. Marshal, Northern District of Ohio. He's joining us from the Sheriff's Office. Sir, thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you, Nancy, and thank you for everything you've done on this investigation.
Oh, no.
You are
No,
one of the
no,
only.
no. Don't
you are one
thank
of the
us.
only shows that. You're one of the only shows that kept this in the media. You have my deputies on the last couple of weeks every single night, and because of that, we generated a number of tips in the San Diego, California area because of your show. From there, that's stage one. Stage two. On Monday morning, I contacted a friend of mine who is Bill Placco, who is the president of Clear Channel Outdoor Digital Billboards of Northeast Ohio. And we asked him for his help. Monday morning, Clear Channel very rapidly put out in 7 different states, including focusing in California and focusing in Nevada, because we had a number of possible sightings in those areas. They put up their digital billboards. Step 3, we had a driver pass those billboards and recognize Haylee, Candace, and Robbie Potter from that billboard. And step 4, the San Diego County Sheriff's Department responded very quickly. We got the tip that we have been waiting for, and now all 3, Candace and Robbie, are in custody, and Haylee is safe, and she is going to be returned here to the Northern District of Ohio. So it's great teamwork. I'm proud of all you guys. I'm proud of the Northern U.S. Marshals that worked on this 24 hours, 7 days a week. My deputies, along with the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, VCI, all the police agencies working together. They worked on us 24 hours, 7 days a week. They made a promise to us that they would bring Haylee back safely to the Northern District of Ohio, and they kept their promise. And I'm very proud of all you guys. Without the teamwork that we had in place, this would not be possible. We would not be bringing Haylee back to the Northern District of Ohio safely.
With us tonight, the U.S. Marshal out of the Northern District of Ohio, Pete Elliott. And I guess the big headline tonight is, in case you ever doubted it, there is a God. Look at this little girl. Many people had written her off for gone for good, but she is alive and found tonight. I want to go straight out to Captain Don Christ, San Diego Sheriff's Department. He was involved in the capture of Watson and Potter. Captain, thank you for being with us. How did it go down?
Thank you for having us. The caretaker called us on 911 after confirming himself and some of the employees confirming the truck and the Potter and Watson being there, we grabbed a couple deputies and along with an officer from the Highway Patrol. The employees of the farm were very helpful in laying out a map of the area, describing the building. As a matter of fact, one of them even went with our deputy up to the building to make sure we got to the right building and were situated correctly. We surrounded the building. Our helicopter, the sheriff's helicopter, also had spotted him going into the building, so we knew he was there. Once we knew he was inside, we entered and took them into custody.
To Matt Bruning, reporter with 610 WTV. And Matt, thank you for being with us. Had they altered their appearance?
Absolutely they had. We're told that Candace had collared her hair a darker color, and we're told that Robbie had grown out his hair and also had grown out his facial hair to try to hide their appearance.
To the lawyers, Unleash the Lawyers, Renee Rockwell, Atlanta, John Burris, famed defense attorney, San Francisco. So mommy altered her appearance. There is no way she could now say, hey, I just went on a camping trip. Why are they arresting me?
Who's that to, Nancy?
That was to John Burris. Go ahead, John.
Well, I think she can make that argument. I don't think that she ought to be prosecuted for anything. I mean, the fact that she's in love with this guy and made a decision as her child, she can take her child wherever she wants. She can, wherever she wants, she can take her child. And
really?
Absolutely.
Is that so? Well, let me ask you this, Burris. What about helping a fleeing felon? Does your laissez-faire attitude extend to that?
People fall in love with people convicted who are criminals. There's no doubt about that. And maybe there's some argument to be made about her assisting a felon. But by and large, she has the right to take her child. I don't think she ought to be prosecuted myself. I think that she really is a person who unfortunately fell in love with the wrong person.
Unfortunately fell in love with the wrong person. Hold on, Renee. Back to Pete Elliott, U.S. Marshal. What are the charges lodged against mommy for putting her child alone in the car with a Tier 3 sex predator?
Well, you know, and I don't know who was just speaking, Nancy, but rule number one in parenthood is you never play Russian roulette with your children. There are going to be charges put on her for harboring a federal fugitive. She admitted to us last night that she aided, abetted, helped him, provided him money and transportation, knew he was escaped and on the run, and she provided assistance for him. This week, we're going to file charges on her for harboring a federal fugitive.